So let's talk about buildings. It's what we design as architects, and as consumers, it's what we spend most of our most valuable resources on, time and money. We spend 95% of our time in buildings and about 30% of our money on buildings. So how do they rate? Well, from a safety perspective, our buildings do not rate very well. They are no longer keeping us safe with the ever increasing strength and frequency of our natural disasters. From a perspective of the impact they have on the environment, the building industry is by far the most polluting industry in the world, using 50% of our natural resources, 40% of our energy, and emitting 40% of our carbon emissions. And from a cost perspective, buildings are not doing very well either, leaving 1 out of 4 people homeless because they can't afford the cost of construction today. So it is time for us as consumers and as architects to start thinking outside the box. After all, the box is an incredibly inefficient structural system. There are no right angles in nature because right angles are the most ineffective way of transferring loads. So what does nature use to protect its next generation? To protect its next generation from the elements, nature has invented the egg, the perfect structural system. The least amount of surface area and material for the most amount of interior volume. An raw egg is able to support 90 pounds of weight. By contrast, a box using the same amount of material and having the same volume wouldn't even support a single pound. And yet we put all our belongings and our families in boxes and then make them out of highly flammable materials. And that's why at Beanie Shows we are thinking outside of the box and harnessing natural forces to develop building systems that result in stronger shapes and stronger structural systems. Building systems that are more efficient from an environmental, cost, real estate development, and safety perspective. See more at our website, beanieshows.com.